MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions. Repel Pest Solutions is a full-service pest control company protecting residential and commercial properties from nuisance pests that carry germs and diseases. They are a small, family-run business from Marshfield, licensed, insured, competitively priced. We work to understand your needs and offer an integrated pest solution that's environmentally friendly. Don't be afraid to bug us. Moi Health and Wellness. Moi Health and Wellness is owned and operated by nurse practitioner Christine Murphy. We are an integrative wellness center offering medical weight loss, men's testosterone therapy, functional medicine consults and labs, vitamin therapy, Advadex laser skin resurfacing, Botox and dye sport, teeth whitening, and so much more. Moi Health and Wellness has 3 locations in Lakeville, Marshfield, and Plymouth. Road to Responsibility. Founded in 1988, Road to Responsibility's mission is to provide the means, the opportunity, and the support necessary to allow citizens with disabilities to take their place as productive members of the community. We are committed to providing all individuals with opportunities to truly live in the community. Through our services, we are proud to enrich and improve the lives of every individual, one person at a time. And Biviano General Contracting. Biviano General Contracting is Marshfield's leading custom modular house builder. Modular house building saves time and money. Only 8 to 12 weeks for the entire build and saves up to 25% compared to traditional building. We also offer custom deck building, kitchen and bathroom remodels, additions, and house elevations. More information can be found at bivianocontracting.com.
And now, the starting lineup for your Marshfield Reds! At guard, a sophomore, number 22, Josie Elwood. At forward, a sophomore, number 24, Maeve McDougall. At forward, a freshman, number 44, Caroline Aruda. At forward, a senior captain, number 30, Corinne Bailey. And at guard, a senior captain, number 33, Maddie Devin. So we now ask that you please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Marshfield High School for this presentation of girls basketball here on Marshfield Community Media. I'm Tyler Panero. I'll be calling the game tonight and running the camera as well, so I hope you enjoy. Marshfield comes into this game sitting at a record of 4-2 with the loss last night to the Duxbury Dragons, so Marshfield's looking to bounce back. They're playing a tough North Quincy team who we see has, I believe, 5 sophomores in their starting lineup, so it's going to be an interesting matchup here for the Rams to see how they respond to last night's loss. We've got Sean Leary back in the studio, and we're going to have an amazing game tonight. As now we're just waiting for the lineups to come out onto the floor. They're both going to break. And now here come your starting lineups for each team. Starting from Marshfield, you have number 22, Josie Elwood, number 24, Maeve McDougall, number 33, Maddie Devon, number 44, Carolina Ruda, and number 30, Corinne Daly. And starting for North Quincy, we have number 3, Tabby McDonough, number 10, Maddie O'Donnell, number 21, Maeve Powers, number 22, Aaliyah Colbert, and number 23, Nora Geary. Looking like a good matchup here for the Rams, so I'm excited to see what's in store tonight. Music's going to shut off, and now tip-off's going to line up. Here we go. Ball's in the air. North Quincy's going to win this one. Ball's going to go into McDonough. McDonough passes this one over to O'Donnell. O'Donnell passes it over to Powers. Back over, swinging a ball around the world. Now here's Geary. Geary passes this one back over to Powers. Powers has Elwood all over her. Ruff's going to call a 3-second on North Quincy, and Marshfield's going to take over. Now North Quincy in a 1-2-2, not a 1-2-2, a 1-3-1 press. Marshfield's going to pass the ball around the world, trying to break it. McDougall picks up her trouble. Now she's double-teamed. Tries to find Corinne Daly and does. Now Daly finds Elwood. Elwood's got to get it past half court to avoid the 10. Russ going to call a 10-second violation, even though the ball was well beyond half court. Interesting call there from the official. So now North Quincy's going to take possession back. Ball's going to come inbounds to Powers. Powers, a captain. Has Daly on her. Marshfield looks to be in his zone defense, trying to avoid the amount of threes they let up last night versus Duxbury. Offensive rebound there by Geary, but she's going to lose it. Daly gets on the floor, passes it right back out to Geary. Geary passes to Powers. Powers puts up the 3. That one's going to go down. North Quincy strikes first in this game. Now they're going to line back up in that press that just forced a 10-second. Passes it up to Daly. And Daly's going to get fouled. So now Marshfield's going to take the ball out on the side. Looks like North Quincy's going to take the press off now, as here comes Elwood down the court. Elwood passes to Devon. Devon over to McDougall. Back to Elwood. To Devon in the corner. Devon loses her defender with the pump fake. She drives, scoops the layup up and in! And one for Maddie Devon. Great play there. Now the gym's going to get silent, as it does every time when a free throw comes up in a girls' game. I guess it's an unwritten rule. Foul there's going to be on number 3, Tabby McDonough. That's her second foul already, and we're not even 2 minutes into the game yet. Free throws up by Devon. Does not finish the 3-point play. Rebound's going to get into the hands of Geary. Now Geary's going to pass it to Powers. Powers pushing the ball up the court fast. Drives into the paint, throws up a crazy shot. Shot doesn't fall. Rebounds collected there by Colbert. Now Colbert's going to pass it back out to Powers. Powers going to ISO Corinne Daly. Now swing it over to Geary inside to Colbert. Ruff's going to call a foul on the entry pass. Foul there is going to be on number 30, Corinne Daly. So we've already had 3 fouls called here in this first quarter. Very fast. So we're about 90 seconds in. Pass going to go to the corner to Geary. Back out to McDonough. Back over to Powers. Oldest play in the book right there. It doesn't work out. Aruda's going to collect the rebound. Now give it to Elwood. Elwood's going to try and push the tempo up the floor. Over to McDougall. McDougall tries to find Daly. Doesn't find it. Now gets it over to Elwood. Elwood trying to find an open person. Now she hands it off back to McDougall. McDougall going to step back, take a long 2. Tries to bank it. That one's no good. Now North Quincy's going to take the ball up. Here comes Powers. Marshall going to stay in that 2-3 zone, trying to force North Quincy to shoot, it looks like. Step back there from Geary, doesn't throw up 3 though. Good hands there by Aruda to take the pass away from Colbert. Shot from Geary's going to go up, shot's no good. Rebound there by McDonough. Layup doesn't fall down. McDonough, another offensive rebound, another layup miss. Colbert collects the rebound, she's going to get fouled. Great offensive rebounding there from North Quincy to keep the possession alive, creating 3 extra possessions on that play. That foul there is going to be on Maddie Devon. So now Colbert's going to put up the first shot. That one bounces around the rim and in. Second shot for Colbert's up. That one's no good. Good box out there from Elwood. The ball's going to fly on the floor, and McDonough's going to get another offensive rebound. That's her 4th of the game, I believe. She'll Jump ball is going to land in the hands of Marshfield. Now North Quincy's back in that press. Marshfield sets up a 4 across here to try and break it. Elwood passes it back to her teammate McDougal. Back now to Elwood. Elwood going to try and beat Geary up the floor. She does. Now she's doubled at the top of the key. Inside to Aruda. Aruda bobbles that one. That steal is going to get taken away by Powers. Now Powers going to push the tempo up the floor. Trying to get into the middle of that zone. Now she retreats back. Passes over to Geary. Now Geary swings this one over to O'Donnell. Back to Powers. Powers from Caitlin Clark range. That one's no good. Elwood's going to try to grab the rebound, but it's going to go off her fingertips. It's going to stay here with North Quincy.
Out of bounds, North Quincy ball. Timeout, Marshfield.
So we're going to have a timeout here on the floor by Marshfield, with the score being 4-2 in favor of the North Quincy Raiders. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back here on Marshfield Community Media.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, Road to Responsibility,
and Biviano General Contracting.
MC
Welcome back to Marshfield High School, with your score being 4-2 in favor of North Quincy as the shot goes up here from Powers. Real quick, she hits that. Correction, score is going to be 6-2 with about 5 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Elwood's going to get that one up to Devin. Pass is going to get deflected by McDonough. It's going to stay here with Marshfield. Both teams still rocking the same fives that started the game. McDougal's just going to lob that one into Elwood. Now Elwood's going to try and set up a play. Trying to get Devin a backdoor cut. That's not going to open up. Now she sends it into McDougal. The pass from Elwood, but McDougal's just going to leave the layup a little short. Now here comes Geary down the, not Geary, Powers, excuse me. Down the floor, sorry, forgot to move the camera. Russ going to call an illegal screen there, I believe. So Marshfield's going to take the ball right back. North Quincy going to keep that pressure up, as O'Donnell's going to get all up in Elwood's face. Elwood's going to try and go past her. Now Elwood gets the ball beyond half court, trying to look for Devin. Nothing's open there on the cut. She gets it over to Daly. Daly drops it inside to Aruda. McDonough's going to pick that one off. Now Devin's going to chase her. Daly's going to be there with her. Daly thought she kept her hands straight up in the air, but Russ going to call a foul. Now Daly's given her an imitation of what she was doing on defense with her hands straight up. Can't blame her for arguing with the ref. It's something that a lot of players do a lot. So now McDonough's going to be at the line to shoot. First shot's up. First shot is no good. Ball on left. Now we're going to have our first sub here into the game. We've got Nora Walker coming into the game, replacing Corinne Daly, who already has 2 fouls. And for North Quincy, we have number 33, Jen Zhu, checking into the game for the first time. That second shot there from McDonough falls. Ball goes into Elwood. Gets it, tries to get it to Walker in the middle of the floor. Now Devin saves it. Devin does a little wraparound, draws the foul. Marshall's going to take it out of bounds. Now coming back into the game is Maddie O'Donnell, replacing number 3, Tabby McDonough. Jubal gets this one into Devin. Devin tries to go right. Almost loses it, but shot from Aruda goes up. Leaves that one just a little bit short. I was going to say that one's out of bounds on Marshfield, so North Quincy's going to take the ball back now. Here comes Powers, bringing it up the left side like she's been doing all night. Marshfield's going to stay in that zone. Get it over to Zhu in the corner. Zhu puts up the 3. That one's good. Jen Zhu from downtown brings the lead up to 8 for North Quincy. Elwood's going to retreat now as North Quincy's built up a lot of momentum in this gym. Pass goes over to Devin. Devin tries to go baseline, get to the rack. Walker hits the deck. Devin gets into the lane, puts the layup up. Now Powers still trying to attack the middle. That's a good handle. Zhu puts up another 3 from downtown, and that one's good. Jen Zhu has the hot hand right now. She starts the game 2 for 2 from 3. Now Marshfield's still having trouble with this press, and now they're trying to get the ball off the floor. McDougal throws that one away into the hands of Colbert. Now Colbert tries to throw it into Gary, but Aruda knocks that one out of bounds. 2 more subs coming into Marshfield. We have Molly Stevens and Audrey Sears checking into the game, replacing Maeve McDougal and Josie Elwood, excuse me. Now Zoo's gonna throw the inbound pass. Here goes Powers. They run the same play they ran earlier. Zoo fakes, gets it inside to Colbert. Colbert tries to drop step. She draws the foul there on Aruda. Rush don't look like they're missing any calls right now as they're calling every little thing on the floor right now.
Marshall foul number 44, Carolina Aruda, team 4, North Quincy ball.
Pass goes inside to Colbert. Sears tries to knock that one away. Now, I think the call there is going to be an offensive foul. Good play there from Molly Stevens to draw it. Now here comes Sears pushing the tempo up the floor, trying to get Marshall back in the score column. Kicks out to Devin. Devin trying to get to her right hand like she's been doing the entire season. Brings it over to Walker. Walker retreats back, gets it back over to Devin. Devin trying to go baseline. Throws up something wild and gets blocked. Now the ball's loose. Stevens is going to pick this one up. And she's going to get fouled 94 feet away from her own basket. And now I believe Stevens is going to go to the line to shoot 2. Yep, Russia discussing that. That's the 5th foul of the quarter, so Stevens will be at the basket taking 2 free throws.
Foul on North Quincy, number 23 for Gary. Team Pest at the line for the round, number 12, Molly Stevens, shooting 2.
Now we have another sub check into the game. That's going to be number 20, Michaela Lamb. She'll be in after this free throw. First free throw from Molly Stevens is good. Now here comes Lamb into the game, replacing number 33, Maddie Devin.
Checking in for the round, number 20, Michaela Lamb.
Shot goes up. That one bounces a couple times, doesn't get the Kawhi luck on there. Walker tries to fight for the rebound. Now ball's gonna end up into the hands of Powers. Powers is trying to push the pace. Loses Lamb, now she's gonna lose her dribble, but she's gonna get back to her left. Pass it over to Zhu. Zhu dribbling around, finds Geary. Geary going baseline, runs into a double team, and Molly Stevens is able to draw the jump ball. I believe that's gonna stay here. So good defensive play there from Molly Stevens, gonna result in a jump. And North Quincy is going to keep possession, going to take it out on the baseline. Marshall shutting down the inbound pass to Colbert. Now they're going to give it right back to her. Does her drop step, gets into the lane, gets fouled. As Colbert and Aruda are both going to hit the deck on that one. Colbert a little slow to get up. Now she gets up off the floor. She's okay. Foul is going to be on number 44, Carolina Aruda. That's going to be her 2nd.
Marshall foul number 23 on her Sears, team Pest at the line for North Quincy, number 22, Alana Colbert, shooting 2.
Shot for Colbert is up. That one's a little short. Teammates letting her know it's no biggie. Now coming into the game for Marshall, number 13, Laura McDaniel, replacing number 44, Carolina Aruda. Shot for Colbert goes up. That one's no good. McDaniel gets the rebound. Now here comes Sears. Sears trying to push the pace, picks up, gets it into Stevens. Stevens puts up the floater. That one just rolls around the rim and out. Now North Quincy's going to have numbers going up the floor. Pass over to Zhu. Zhu steps back, wants to get a 3. Now she crosses, goes baseline, throws up the floater, leaves that one a little short. Now Molly Stevens going to get the rebound. Good way to rip it away from Zoo there. Now Stevens going to get the ball back. Going to have Geary on her. Now Stevens tries to throw that one over to Sears. That one's going to be a little high. Ref's going to say that one didn't get tipped and the ball's going to be a turnover. Oh no, now one ref said it was a turnover. One ref said it's going to stay with Marshfield. So it's looking like Marshfield's going to keep possession here on the baseline. Marshfield in a low 4 cross set, trying to get a shooter open, I think. Now just have to get in to avoid the 5-second. Walker's going to get this one right at half court. Now hands it off to Sears. Sears trying to make something happen. Kicks out to Lamb. Lamb puts up the 3. That one's a little strong. Rebound collected there by Powers. Now Powers going to try and push the tempo. Powers dancing around, loses her dribble. Now passes this one back out to Zoo. Zoo passes it over to Geary. Geary fires the 3. That one's a little strong. Rebound there by Colbert, but good effort there from McDaniel to draw the jump ball. Marshfield's going to take possession. Now coming into the game is number 5, Caroline Robbins, replacing number 2, Nora Walker. North Quincy still in this press, trying to get as many turnovers as they can. Ball's going to go to Robbins at half court. She dribbled. Now it's going to go over to Stevens. Back to Robbins. Robbins trying to find an opening, finds nothing. Now gets it over to Sears. Sears is going to spin. Now pick up her dribble. Get it inside to Stevens. Now ball's going to go inside to McDaniel. Excuse me. Foul called on the floor. Now McDaniel's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
North Quincy foul number 22, Olivia Colbert. Team in the bonus.
Now McDaniel going to have 2 shots here. First free throw is up. First free throw is good. McDaniel knocks down the first one. Now coming into the game, number 1 senior Aubrey Finn, replacing Audrey Sears. Got about 40 seconds left here in this first quarter. McDaniel, an interesting free throw tactic there. I think I counted 6 dribbles. That one's gonna be a little short. Now here comes Powers pushing the pace up the floor. Powers puts up the mid-range shot. That one rolls around the rim and out. Good effort there from Colbert on the offensive glass to get another possession. Now shot clock's going to be turned off. Looking like North Quincy's going to try and get the last shot now. Colbert's dancing. That's it inside to O'Donnell. Now it's going to be a turnover, and it's going to be in the hands of Marshfield. Now Caroline Robbins is going to bring the ball up the floor. Pass it over to Molly Stevens. Now Molly Stevens just trying to waste a little time here to get the last shot. McDaniel tries calling for it. Davos gets it into Stevens. Stevens puts up the layup. That one's going to be a little to the left. Now North Quincy with 1 second puts it up half court at the buzzer. That one's going to be a little short. So your score after 1 quarter is going to be 13-6 in favor of the North Quincy Raiders. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here for the second quarter here on Marshall Community Media.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, Road to Responsibility,
and Biviano General Contracting.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to the second quarter here at Marshfield High School in a game between North Quincy Raiders and the Marshfield Rams. Your score being 13-6 after 1 quarter. As shot's going to go up in the corner from Geary. That one's going to roll up, but Colbert's there for another offensive rebound. Almost gets another one, but Maddie Devon takes that one away. Now ball's going to go to Josie Elwood. Josie Elwood's going to push the tempo up the floor. Devon's going to drop this one into Finn. Now back out to Devon. Devon's going to try and step back. Doesn't put up the 3. Now sends it back over to Elwood. Elwood swings this one over to Daly. Daly in her triple threat, trying to think of what to do. Tries to lob this one over the top to Aruda. Ball's going to go out of bounds, but they're going to say that one was last off of Colbert. So Marshfield's going to keep the ball. Finn going to take it out. Marshfield sets up in a stack. Looking like they're trying to get 2 steals as they get this one into Daly. Daly puts up the layup. Layup's no good. Now here comes Powers up the floor, pushing the tempo. Trying to find an open cutter. Now going to get it over. Geary on the baseline, puts up the 2. Shots good there for Geary. North Quincy going to stay in that press. Now Daly has Powers on her. Gets past half court, drops it inside to Aruda. Aruda going to try and get her back to the basket. Gets denied by Colbert. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Ball's going to stay with Marshfield. Now coming in from Marshfield is number 24, Maeve McDougal, to get the rest of the starting lineup out there. Replacing Aubrey Finn. Now McDougal going to try and find the open person. Doesn't see anything. Now Devin cuts to the rim, but she's going to get blocked there on the layup. Good defense there from Powers. Now Powers almost is going to lose the pass to get the ball up the floor, but she regains. Now she's going to walk this one up the floor. Jabs now goes middle. Now comes back out over to Zoo, over back to Powers. Back to Zoo. They play hot potato for a second. They pass it back to each other again. Now this one's going to go to Geary on the wing. To the top of the key to Powers. Powers going to step back. Now get it over to Zoo. Zoo's going to have a good look at a 3. She's 2 for 2 tonight. Not 3 for 3 though. Gonna miss that one. McDougal's gonna get the rebound and get fouled there by O'Donnell. Now McDougal's gonna inbound this. Looking like North Quincy's gonna take off the press now. Here comes Elwood up the floor. Marshall gonna set up a 4-low play. Now here comes McDougal into the lane, drives aggressively. Layup's not gonna be good there. Now here goes Powers up the court. Powers gonna step back, get this one into O'Donnell. Devin tries to wall up, but knocks her off balance a little bit. That's gonna be a foul there on Devin. Now refs discussing what the call is going to be, and now Weisgerber is going to send number 20, Michaela Lamb, back into the game, replacing Maddie Devin. I believe that's Devin's either second or third foul, so Weisgerber is just trying to be conservative. Now Marshfield's going to look like they're going to set up in a man-to-man now and get out of that zone. Ball's going to go right inside to Colbert. Colbert's going to draw the foul and get the and one on Naruda. So now Leah Colbert has a chance at a three-point play. Free throw's not going to go on that one. Now Elwood's going to try and push the tempo up the floor to get this lead back to single digits. Layup's going to go for Elwood, no good. Elwood gets her own rebound. Now brings the ball back outside. Elwood's going to try and get over to Daly's side. Now she's going to spin back to her right. Passes it over to Lamb. Lamb puts up the three from Curry range. That one's not going to fall. Two North Quincy teammates run into each other. That was O'Donnell and Powers. Now Powers is going to bring this one up the floor. Powers trying to get inside. Does a little carry right there. Doesn't get the call. Geary puts up the three. Three's no good. Daly's going to get the rebound and get this one out to Elwood. Elwood's going to push the pace up the floor, trying to go fast. McDougal fakes, now gets it out to Daly. Daly fakes the three. Daly tries to go inside to the paint. Daly puts up the layup. That one's not going to fall. Colbert's going to collect the rebound. Now here goes Powers. Powers running up the floor. She has numbers. Gets to her spot for the mid-range. Shot's going to fall. Tough bucket there from Maeve Powers to get the 2 points. Now North Quincy's brought this lead up to 13. Now Elwood trying to respond here. Weisgerber's going to call a timeout on this one with about 5 minutes remaining in the quarter. North Quincy started out hot. We're going to see what Marshall can do to respond after this message from our sponsor.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, Road to Responsibility,
and Biviano General Contracting.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Marshfield High School. Last you saw, North Quincy built up a 13-point lead with your score being 19-6. About 5 minutes to play here in the first half. Marshfield's going to try and respond on this possession to get their first bucket of the quarter. As we're going to have a foul here on number 33, Jen Zhu. That's going to be the team's second foul of the quarter. Marshfield's going to set up a stack, try to get Daly on the lob pass. Pass isn't going to be there, so they're just going to get it into Elwood. North Quincy appears to be in a man-to-man defense. Now Elwood's just going to try and find some opening. Doesn't see anything. Now she gets it over to Lamb. Lamb saves that one from going out of bounds. Elwood makes the extra effort to catch that pass. Now she drops it inside to Daly. Daly passes out to McDaniel. Back to Daly. Daly fakes the three. Now she's trying to get inside. Does a spin move. Gets blocked. But ref's going to call a foul there on the floor. So now Daly's going to go to the line to shoot two.
North Quincy foul number 21, Biviano.
Foul there's going to be on number 21, Maeve Powers. It's her second foul of the game. First shot's up for Daly. First shot for Daly is good. A lot of arc on that free throw, but hey, it works. Always got to like the shots that have more arc. Now second shot for Daly goes up in the air. That one's going to fall through. Daly goes 2 for 2 at the line, brings the lead back down to 11. Now here comes Powers up the court trying to respond. Going to hand this one off to Geary. Now Powers going to get the screen from Colbert. Pass is going to be a little long for her liking, and that one's going to go out of bounds. Marshfield's going to take over. Now, with about 4 minutes to play here in the first half, Marshfield's got a chance to make the lead single digits. Weisgerber's going to call out a play here. Elwood's going to wait for her team to get set. Now she's going to go past Zhu. Stops on a dime, throws up the step back. That one's not going to go. McDaniel fights for the rebound, but Colbert's going to collect that. Now here comes Powers, pushing the pace up the floor, trying to find an open teammate. Going to step back, hand off to Geary. Geary's going to try and get to her spot. Loses her dribble. Now McDaniel's going to pick her up in the corner. Now pass is going to go back outside to Powers. Daly's going to sag off to wait for the inside pass there to Colbert, as they've been running all night. McDaniel's going to try to prevent that. Pass going to go over the corner to Geary. Going to try to lob it over the top to Powers. She catches it. Now they're going to get it inside to Colbert. McDaniel goes straight up and forces the miss. Good rebound there from Elwood, and she's going to draw the foul there on O'Donnell. So great defensive possession there from Marshfield to get the ball back. Now checking in the game is going to be number 12, Molly Stevens, replacing number 22, Josie Elwood. Now Stevens going to bring the ball up the court. Going to try and get this lead back to single digits. Waiting for her play to set up. Looks like nothing's going to happen. Now she's just going to hand this one off to Lamb. Lamb picks up her dribble now, passes to McDaniel. Back out to Daly. Daly fakes the three. Now throws a contested pass inside. They're going to say that was last touched by Marshfield. From up here, it looked like that one was last tipped by Colbert, but it's going to be a turnover from Marshfield. Now coming back into the game is going to be number 33, Maddie Devin, and number 44, Carolina Ruda. So now Powers is going to walk this one up the court. Going to throw it into the high post there to Colbert. Now Powers is going to throw up the three. That one's a little strong. Ruda might have got held there on the rebound. Ref calls nothing. So Colbert's going to get the rebound and get another possession here for North Quincy. Now she's going to pass to Geary. Geary's going to get a screen from Colbert. Now Geary could have had the open three, but passes it inside to Colbert. Now to O'Donnell. Now back out to Zhu. Zhu tries to step back. Stevens shuts down the three. Now pass goes back out to Powers. Powers throws this one inside to Colbert. Colbert's going to put up the layup. Layup's going to be no good. Devin's going to collect the rebound. Now Devin's going to push the tempo up the floor, going right. Devin just going to try to bully her way down into the paint. Now she's going to pick up her dribble. Looking for someone, puts up the fadeaway. Fadeaway is a little strong. Molly Stevens is there on the offensive glass. Stevens is going to put the layup up, make this lead only a 9-point deficit now. And now North Quincy's going to come in to try to get the lead back to double digits. Powers is going to reject the screen. Now she's going to get double teamed. Going to throw it inside. Now pass goes to Colbert. Colbert's going to get a layup. Lead back up to 11 now for North Quincy. Marshall gets a bucket, then lets one up. Can't let that happen if you want to get back in the game. Now McDougal's going to pick up her dribble. Now she's just looking for someone. She's calling for help. And ref's going to call a 5-second call. McDougal didn't have any teammate in the area to throw that to. Now McDougal's going to come out of the game being replaced by number 23, Audrey Sears. Now here comes Powers up the floor. Now North Quincy's going to set up in a play. Checking into the game for the first time is number 14, Irish Joka. Now Powers is trying to find her big. Doesn't get it inside, but now she swings it over to Colbert. Colbert puts up the mid-range. Mid-range is no good, but Powers is there on the offensive glass. Going to get the rebound and throw that one off Marshfield, so ball is going to stay here with North Quincy. Now Joka is going to come in to inbound the pass. Devin's going to shut down the middle, not even worry about guarding the inbounder. Now bounce pass is going to get into Powers. Now she's going to bring this one back out to the three-point line. Now she's going to go to the top of the key to set up another play with about a minute and a half here to play in the first half. Powers going to get into the paint. Good defense there from Daly, but that's just better offense there from Powers, and she scoops that one in. Tough shot there from Powers. Now Steven's going to dribble up the floor, get it over to Devin. Devin's going to try to Euro step. Now Devin's going to hit the deck pretty hard, but the ref's going to call a jump ball. And I believe that this jump's going to stay with Marshfield. So now Sears is going to get ready to inbound this one underneath. And Marshfield going to come out in a box and one set, it looks like, as they have Devin as just a chaser out there. Now ball goes into Molly Stevens. Now inside to Aruda. Aruda gets double teamed. Shot gets sent back. Daly puts up the shot. Daly's going to get fouled. Now Corinne Daly's going to go back to the line to shoot two more. Good offensive rebound there from Daly. First shot from Daly is up and in, and her teammates love it. Daly's going to do her 6 dribbles. Shot goes up. Shot goes in. Corinne Daly's 4 for 4 on the day from the charity stripe. Now North Quincy going to try to add to their lead going into halftime as we just get down to seconds in this first half. Powers going to put up the three. That one's good. Michaela Powers from downtown. He's going to go up to 14 now. Got about 45 seconds here to play in the first half. Ball gets over to Daly. Daly fakes the spin. Now she goes back to her right. Trying to find an open man. She's going to throw this one right out of bounds. Trying to look for Devin there on the backdoor cut. Now North Quincy's going to have a 3-second difference between the shot and game clock. They could try to go fast here, or they could slow it down to give Marshfield the least amount of time possible for another shot. Looks like Powers is just going to walk this one up the floor now. Daly's going to try to meet her at half court. Hand this one off to Geary. Now hand it back off to Zoo. Now hand it back off to Powers. Now Powers is going to hand this one to Geary. Another hand off to Zoo. Looking like they're just playing 3-man weave at half court, but not shooting the ball at all. Now Powers is going to try and get something to go. Now she's going to have Sears meet her up there at half court. Going to ISO Sears. Now pass it over to Geary. Now it's going to go back to Powers. Team starting to count down on the sideline. Zoo's going to fake. Zoo's going to get inside. Zoo's going to throw up a crazy shot. That one's not going to go at the end of the shot clock. Offensive rebound there, but the ref blew the whistle and the clock stopped. So I don't know what's going on here. Colbert collected the offensive rebound, but the ref blew the whistle, so people at the scores table stopped the clock. There was about 1.8 seconds on the clock, I'd say, when the rebound was collected. So now I'm curious to see. So they're going to put 1.3 seconds on the clock. Now I'm curious to see what's going to happen here. Ref's still discussing it. Now both teams are just going to head to the... Now teams are just going to head to their benches, and North Quincy's going to call a timeout. So I think the call on the play here is just going to be an offensive rebound and a timeout for North Quincy. So we'll be right back to see this after this word from our sponsor.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, Road to Responsibility,
and Biviano General Contracting.
Now we're back here for a magnificent 1.3 seconds here in this first half. Pass is going to get tipped there by Sears, but Geary was going to get the tip anyway, but she's going to throw it up after the buzzer. So your score at halftime is going to be 26-12 in favor of the North Quincy Raiders. Don't go anywhere. We still got a whole half of basketball to play here on Marshfield Community Media. We'll be right back after these words from our sponsor.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions. Repel Pest Solutions is a full-service pest control company protecting residential and commercial properties from nuisance pests that carry germs and diseases. They are a small, family-run business from Marshfield, licensed, insured, competitively priced. We work to understand your needs and offer an integrated pest solution that's environmentally friendly. Don't be afraid to bug us. Moi Health and Wellness. Moi Health and Wellness is owned and operated by nurse practitioner Christine Murphy. We are an integrative wellness center offering medical weight loss, men's testosterone therapy, functional medicine consults and labs, vitamin therapy, Advadex laser skin resurfacing, Botox and dye sport, teeth whitening, and so much more. Moi Health and Wellness has 3 locations in Lakeville, Marshfield, and Plymouth. Road to Responsibility. Founded in 1988, Road to Responsibility's mission is to provide the means, the opportunity, and the support necessary to allow citizens with disabilities to take their place as productive members of the community. We are committed to providing all individuals with opportunities to truly live in the community. Through our services, we are proud to enrich and improve the lives of every individual, one person at a time.
And Biviano General Contracting. Biviano General Contracting is Marshfield's leading custom modular house builder. Modular house building saves time and money. Only 8 to 12 weeks for the entire build and saves up to 25% compared to traditional building. We also offer custom deck building, kitchen and bathroom remodels, additions, and house elevations. More information can be found at bivianocontracting.com.
Over the past 15 years, MCM has supported the Marshfield community through its mission in connecting the community. As successful as MCM has been, there is a significant challenge facing MCM that will dramatically impact the Marshfield community. Just like almost all community media centers, over 90% of MCM's funding comes from Comcast and Verizon's cable licenses with the town of Marshfield. MCM receives a small percentage of that cable revenue. With technology changing and people changing the way that they consume media, many people have decided to abandon cable television for streaming platforms. 2021 to 2022 saw the greatest one-year decline in cable subscriptions in Massachusetts at 10%. Marshfield isn't immune to this, and over the next several years, we expect to see at least a 20% decrease in our funding due to the decline in cable subscribers in Marshfield. It means saying goodbye to members of the MCM staff, not making important upgrades that make MCM the state-of-the-art studio it is, and a significant reduction in support to valuable community institutions. But most importantly, what does this mean for you? It means saying goodbye to open and transparent government coverage, not being able to see important Marshfield school events like graduation and sports, as well as important community news and information shared by MCM. Please don't let this important community institution wither and die. Please contact us or visit our website to find out more about how you can support Marshfield Community Media. MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions. Repel Pest Solutions is a full-service pest control company protecting residential and commercial properties from nuisance pests that carry germs and diseases. They are a small, family-run business from Marshfield, licensed, insured, competitively priced. We work to understand your needs and offer an integrated pest solution that's environmentally friendly. Don't be afraid to bug us. Moi Health and Wellness. Moi Health and Wellness is owned and operated by nurse practitioner Christine Murphy. We are an integrative wellness center offering medical weight loss, men's testosterone therapy, functional medicine consults and labs, vitamin therapy, Advadex laser skin resurfacing, Botox and dye sport, teeth whitening, and so much more. Moi Health and Wellness has 3 locations in Lakeville, Marshfield, and Plymouth. Road to Responsibility. Founded in 1988, Road to Responsibility's mission is to provide the means, the opportunity, and the support necessary to allow citizens with disabilities to take their place as productive members of the community. We are committed to providing all individuals with opportunities to truly live in the community. Through our services, we are proud to enrich and improve the lives of every individual, one person at a time.
And Biviano General Contracting. Biviano General Contracting is Marshfield's leading custom modular house builder. Modular house building saves time and money. Only 8 to 12 weeks for the entire build and saves up to 25% compared to traditional building. We also offer custom deck building, kitchen and bathroom remodels, additions, and house elevations. More information can be found at bivianocontracting.com.
People in the community tell us all the time, Marshfield Community Media is a hidden gem. While we love hearing that we're a gem, we don't love hearing that we're hidden. So let's talk about what we can offer you and this wonderful community. One of the biggest things we offer is training. We can train you on various forms of media such as camera work, podcasting, editing, and so much more. The only thing we require is that you're a member of our studio, which for Marshfield residents is just $30 a year. And with that membership, you not only get access to training, but our entire arsenal of state-of-the-art equipment. We'll help you create the content you've been dreaming about. In addition to this, we also offer production services. Do you have a small business and want to film some promotions for your website or social media? We've got you covered. We've worked with businesses all over the South Shore to produce high-quality promotional material at an affordable rate. You probably already know this, but in case you don't, we provide high-quality coverage of important community events. This includes MHS Varsity Sports, municipal government meetings, important local news, and many other special community events and ceremonies. So if you'd like to know more about us, you can check out our website at marshfieldcommunitymedia.com or give us a call at 781-837-4384. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Marshfield High School for the second half action of this girls basketball game. Right now our score is 26-12 in favor of the North Quincy Raiders. As Marshfield's coming back out in the 2-3 zone. Elwood's going to poke this one loose out of Power's hands, but it's going to stay here with North Quincy. Now Marshfield's going to have to watch Zoo out there in the corner as she's 2 for 3 from downtown this game. Pass goes back out to Powers. Now she swings it across the court to Geary. Now swings it to O'Donnell. Back to Geary. Back to Powers. But Elwood's going to get her hand in there. Ball's going to go loose again. Back in the corner to Zoo. Zoo steps back, puts up the 3. Banks that one home. Jen Zoo from downtown again. That's her 3rd of the game. Bounce pass. Aruta's going to put up the 3 now. That one's good. Caroline Aruta from downtown. We used to seeing her score in the paint, but she extends her range on that one. Now Marshfield and North Quincy have traded 3-pointers now. Now pass gonna go in. Elwood tries to get her hands in there, but just loses it. O'Donnell's gonna pick that one up. Rush gonna call a travel. They say O'Donnell picked up her pivot foot. Good defense there from Josie Elwood. Now McDougal's gonna get this one quick to Elwood to get the momentum to continue to shift for the Rams here in the second half. Elwood's trying to set something up. Now passes over to Daly. Daly trying to get a screen. Now she throws it inside to Aruta. Aruta gets her defender in the air. Now bounce passes it to nobody. O'Donnell's going to steal this one. Now pass it up to Powers. Powers is going to have numbers now, pushing it up the floor. Loses possession, but gets it over to Colbert. Now Colbert's going to get fouled going up for the layup. McDougal was trying to show the ref she just went straight up. Ref had other ideas, I guess. So now Colbert's going to go back to the line for what I think is the 5th time this game. So Colbert being a pretty serious presence in the paint right now for North Quincy. Now North Quincy wondering what to do here with lining up at the free throw line. Now they're going to be set. As we have Tabby McDonough getting ready to check back in. First shot for Colbert goes up. That one goes through the net. Nothing but net. Now McDonough's going to be replacing O'Donnell. Second shot for Colbert. Goes up, goes through. Colbert goes 2 for 2 from the line. Elwood gets this one out to McDougal. McDougal puts that one up quickly. That one's no good. Fight for the rebound. Powers comes up with it. Now she's going to dribble around a little bit. Now she's clear in the backcourt by herself. Powers trying to set something up, swings it over to Geary. Geary inside to McDonough. McDonough shot gets denied by Aruta. Good defense there from the freshman. Now here comes Elwood up the floor, trying to push the tempo. McDougal calls for that. She gets it in the corner. Swings it over to Devin. Devin trying to go right into the paint. Throws up the wild layup. Shot's not going to fall. McDougal on the offensive glass. Tries to put it up. Foot doesn't go. McDougal's going to hit the deck. Now Powers going to take this one up the floor. Swings it into the corner for McDonough. McDonough tries to throw it to Colbert, but his pass is going to get stolen there by Josie Elwood. Josie Elwood has numbers. Throws this one just right off the backboard, but Daly's going to get this one off the miss. Put up the layup. Layup's no good. Now McDonough's in there for the rebound. Gets it over to Powers. Powers going to push the tempo back the other way. Now she's going to slow down, let her offense set up a little bit. Going to get a screen here from Colbert. Now she's going to have the daylight for a 3. That one's no good. Rebounds bobbled a little bit. Now Colbert gets it back to Powers. Powers, no hesitation, puts that one up. She might have wanted to hesitate on that as we get an air ball. Devin pushing the ball up the floor, trying to find a teammate. Now she retreats. Hands it off to McDougal. McDougal thought about the 3, now settles. Passes to Daly. Daly goes inside. Daly puts up the shot. Daly's going to get fouled and head back to the free throw line. Foul, there's going to be on number 3, Tabby McDonough. That's going to be her 4th, so one more and she's out of the game. So Coach Cunningham is going to have to be careful here. Our shot for Daly goes up. That one bounces in. So it looks like Coach for North Quincy is going to leave McDonough in the game with those 4 fouls. Second shot up for Daly. That one's good. So Daly starts the game 5 for 5, but misses her 6th. Ball's going to go off of Colbert's hands. Good play there from McDougal to keep that one out of it. So Marshfield's going to keep possession. Ball's going to go to the corner to Elwood, to the top of the key to Devin. Devin hands it off to Elwood. Elwood thought about the 3. Now Elwood pulls back. Picks up her dribble back to Devin. Devin's going to try and go baseline. She's stiff-arming, gets into the paint, throws it off the bottom of the backboard. Now North Quincy's going to have numbers. McDougal's going to try to shut off Powers. Hands it off to Geary. Geary hands it off to McDonough. Back over to Powers. Powers trying to find Colbert inside, but Daly's going to double-team that. Now they're just going to keep double-team in the middle. Shot's going to go up there from McDonough. McDonough's shot is a little short, but she gets her own rebound. Tries to get it into Colbert. Marshfield doing everything they can not let Colbert touch it. Now it's going to go from way downtown from Zoo. That shot's going to be a little off. As Elwood and McDonough hit the ground, ref's going to call a jump ball there. Now McDonough's going to kick the ball out of bounds. A little unsportsmanlike play there. I don't know what she was thinking on that. Surprised there was no delay of game call. Now, ref's going to say there's going to be a timeout on the floor by North Quincy. So your score right now is going to be 31-16 in favor of North Quincy with about 4.5 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here on Marshfield Community Media.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, Road to Responsibility,
and Biviano General Contracting.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Marshfield High School here in the Robert E. Cuther Junior Gymnasium. North Quincy is going to be taking the ball out of bounds here. If you're just joining us, the score is 31-16 in favor of North Quincy. Shot there by Colbert's going to go up. Shot's going to be no good. That one's going to get knocked out of bounds by McDonough. It was in the hands of Devin. So now Marshfield's going to take the ball back. We have a couple subs into the game from Marshfield. We have number 23, Audrey Sears, and number 12, Molly Stevens back into the game. Replacing number 24, May McDougal, number 22, Josie Elwood. Stevens is going to spin and get it over to Devin. Devin's going to try and go baseline. Almost buries herself in the corner, but she gets inside to the paint, but throws up a wild layup. Layup's no good. Now this is going to get swung over to Geary. Geary left by herself. That shot's not going to fall. Stevens gets the rebound. Now Stevens going to go up the floor. Passes this one over to Aruda. Aruda puts up another three. That one's going to be a little short this time. Now Powers is going to pick up the rebound. She's going to push the tempo up the floor. Good handle there to retreat. Now swings it to Zoo in the corner. Zoo's had the hot hand. Doesn't continue the streak on this one. That shot's off. Good rebound by Aruda. Gets it to her point guard, Molly Stevens. Molly Stevens swings this one over to Sears. Sears runs into a brick wall right there as Colbert stepped in to play some help defense. Daly's going to try and drive baseline. Pass it out to Devin. Devin's going to put up the mid-range shot. That one's going to miss, banking off the backboard. Now Daly and McDonough got in a little scuffle right there. Looks like they're all going to be fine. Azu's going to pass that one into Geary, and Geary's going to get the layup. Now Devin's going to try and respond here. Spins inside. He's going to get her pocket picked right there by Colbert. Now back up to Geary. Geary's going to stop on a dime, put up the layup. Layup's going to get blocked there by Sears, but Colbert's going to be there on the offensive glass. Now it's going to go back out to McDonough. Swings it over to Zoo. Zoo one more to Geary. Geary's going to lose her defender with the pump fake. Now Daly's going to try and steal that, and she's going to draw the jump ball. And now Marshfield's going to take over on the jump ball. We got a couple more subs coming in here from Marshfield. We got number 13, Lauren McDaniel, number 20, Michaela Lamb, and number 22, Josie Elwood coming back into the game. They'll be replacing Molly Stevens, Carolina Ruda, and Maddie Devin. Now here comes McDaniel, trying to find someone open, but she's just going to throw that one right out of bounds. I know Quincy's going to get this one out on the side. Pass goes into Powers. Now Powers is going to run this one up the floor. Try to continue to build up this lead. Powers is going to Euro step into the paint. She's going to get fouled there. Refs are going to say that foul is going to be a shooting foul. So Powers is going to go to the line to shoot two. First shot. Powers is up. Palm bounces around, no good. Now checking in the game for the first time tonight is number 10, Lizzie Barrett. Second shot goes up. Second shot's going to be a miss. Powers goes over 2. McDonough gets the offensive rebound back to Zoo. Round back to the top of the key to Powers. Powers nice little behind the back move, puts up the floater. Can't bank that one home. Daly's going to collect the rebound. Has a couple of hands trying to dip in the cookie jar. She says no thank you. Now Daly's going to get it back from Sears. Someone on North Quincy wanted a backcourt violation there. Barrett's going to get it in the corner. Elwood thought about the 3. Now she dribbles back outside. Now Sears is going to try to drive in for a layup. That one's going to go off the side of the backboard. Good effort there by McDonough to try to get the steal, but she's just going to dribble that one out of bounds. And McDonough's had a thing with kicking the ball around and not handing it to the ref. I'm surprised they haven't had to delay a game yet. Now the ref's showing us his soccer skills also. I'm going to say this one's going to get taken out on the sideline, not the baseline. So interesting placement of the ball here. Ball's going to go to Elwood. Elwood, no hesitation, fires it through. That banks just a little to the left. Now Daly's going to go inside. Nice little Euro step. She gets blocked, but gets a rebound right back. Now she's going to try and fight with O'Donnell for the rebound, and Daly's going to hit the deck. Same with O'Donnell. Good effort there from Corinne Daly, but it's going to be a foul on her, I believe. So now North Quincy's going to take the ball back, and Nora Walker's going to check into the game, replacing Corinne Daly, because that was Daly's 3rd foul, so Weisgerber's trying to be conservative. Now here comes Powers up the floor. Powers sells her on the hesitation. Good move there. Pass out to Zoo. Zoo for 3. That one's off. Good rebound there from McDonough. Now tries to get this one out to Geary. Geary almost saves it, but throws it off the line. It's going to be Marshfield's ball. Now Weisgerber's trying to get a play set up here. Sears going to get this one into Elwood. Trying to set something up. Elwood's just going to try and get into the pinch. She's going to lose her dribble. Refs are going to say that one was last off at Elwood. It's going to be North Quincy ball. Power's going to walk this up, waiting for her team to get set in a play. But it's looking like it's going to be a 4-out, 1-in set, so we might see some motion here. Pass back over to Powers from Zoo. Now Powers wants to get the ball back into the hands of Zoo. Zoo's had the hot hand tonight from 3. Passes out to McDonough. McDonough puts her head down, but gets poked away by Lizzie Barrett. Good defense there from Barrett. So ball's going to stay with North Quincy. They're going to take it out on the baseline. Now coming back into the game are number 33, Maddie Devin, and number 44, Carolina Ruda, replacing Lizzie Barrett and Michaela Lamb. Good shift from them. Now Sears is going to get her hands on that one. Pokes it away. Now she loses her dribble. Ball's going to be on the floor. It's loose. O'Donnell's going to jump on top of that along with Walker. Ref's going to call a jump ball. I believe possession's going to go to North Quincy. So now ball's going to go into Zoo. Zoo has Elwood on her. Pass over to Powers. Powers with Walker on her. Now, good defense from Walker, gets it to throw it away, but McDonough recollects, and McDonough goes strong to the basket to get 2. Now, shot clock's turned off here for Marshall. They could go fast, they could settle for the last shot, but you have no idea what's going to happen. Pass is going to go over to Sears, back to Elwood. Elwood trying to look for Devin. Now Devin collects this in the left corner. Inside to Sears. Sears puts up the layup. Layup's good for Sears. Good play there from Marshfield to potentially close out the half. North Quincy's going to come down with about 10 seconds here on the shot clock. Power's going to try and get inside. She's going to dribble into a wall. That's going to be a jump ball. Marshfield's going to get possession there, so good defense there from Audrey Sears to force the turnover. Now Marshfield's going to get the ball back on their baseline with about 5 seconds to play here in the 3rd quarter. Going to try and build this lead about as slow as they can. Now Elwood's going to cross half court, give it to Sears. Sears is going to fire, doesn't get that one off in time. So at the end of the 3rd quarter, your score is going to be 35-18 in favor of the North Quincy Raiders. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here on Marshall Community Media for the 4th quarter of action.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, Road to Responsibility,
and Biviano General Contracting.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Marshfield High School here in the Robert E. Cuther Jr. Gymnasium here on Marshfield Community Media. We're here for the fourth quarter of this girls basketball game versus the North Quincy Raiders. And now pass is going to go over to McDonough, back over to Geary. Geary puts up a shot. That one's going to fall in. Basket's there, good for Nora Geary. Now Elwood's going to bring this one up the floor. North Quincy just brought the lead up to 19. Pass over to McDougall, back to Elwood. All the starting lineup is back in from Marshfield now. Devin's going to put up the three from the corner. That's an air ball. Now Powers is going to get this one back. Running up the floor, finds Geary. Goes up for the layup. He's going to get fouled there by Aruda. Aruda thought she got all ball.
Personal foul on number 44, Carolina Aruda, team first.
Foul's going to be on the floor apparently, so they're going to say it was before the shot. Now pass can go in to Colbert, back out to Gary, back to Powers in the corner. They've run that play 3 times, and this time it works as Powers gets the 3 to fall. Elwood's going to bounce that one a little low as McDonough's going to get this one. Elwood's going to guard her. McDonough's going to go to the rim and get an and one. So now Tabby McDonough gets 2 more points, potentially 3 here with the free throw. Brings the lead up to 24 for the Raiders. As Molly Stevens is going to check in the game now, replacing Josie Elwood.
Checking in for the rim, number 12, Molly Stevens.
Let's get the rebound back. Basket was good. 1.
McDonough going to do her little free throw routine. Shots up, shots good for McDonough. She completes the and one. Ball's going to go into Stevens. Stevens going to try and make something happen here. Pass is going to go to Devin. Devin's going to run to the baseline. Going to get that one tapped away by Colbert, but it's going to stay Marshfield ball. Daly's going to curl the screen. It's not going to be there. Now she's going to seal. Going to catch this one in the corner. Now she's going to try and get out of the corner. Now she's going to spin back. She's going to draw the foul there on McDonough.
North Quincy foul number 3, Tabby McDonough, team first, Marshfield ball.
Now we're going to have a sub come into the game. As that's going to be McDonough's 5th foul, so she's going to be fouled out. And now Maddie O'Donnell's coming back into the game for North Quincy. Daly's going to catch this high post, swing it to McDougall. McDougall passes over in the corner to Devin. Devin's going to run the baseline, try to get inside for a layup. Doesn't get anything, throws it right to North Quincy. Now they're going to get this one back to their point guard, Powers. Powers has been in control of this game all night. Now she's going to try and get another bucket here. She's letting her team set up. Gets this one over to Colbert. Tries to get it backdoor to Zoo. That's not open. Now passes to Geary. Geary gets denied at the rim. Good defense there from Aruda. Powers tries to get the putback. That doesn't go. Daly's going to get the rebound. Daly's going to seal that one. Now she's going to get up to McDougall. McDougall's going to push the tempo up the floor. McDougall's going to Euro step. Good move. Layup's no good. Shot's going to go up for Aruda. She's going to get fouled and miss that. So now it's looking like on the sideline, Weisgerber's complaining with the ref about a potential missed offensive foul call when Josie Elwood gave up the and one. Weisgerber is not too pleased right now on the bench. First shot for Ruda's up. That one's no good. Now Elwood's going to get ready to check back in the game. Second shot up for Ruda is good. Gets the score to 43-19. Now Zoo's just going to dribble this one on the wing. Back, kicks it out to Powers. Powers going to get a screen from Colbert. Now Colbert's going to fade back. Powers trying to set something up here. Swings it over to Geary. Geary tries to get to O'Connell. She ball fakes, puts up the floater. Floater's going to be an air ball. Good rebound there from Devin. Now Devin going to push tempo up the floor. Into the corner to Daly. Daly puts up the three. That one's going to be a little strong. Now here goes O'Donnell. Hands it off to Powers. Powers going to try and set something up again. Swing it over to the wing. Now Geary loses her defender, puts up the three. That one's short. McDougal's going to get the rebound. Pass it over to Aruda. Now to Devin. Devin's going to swing this one. Tries to get it to McDougal. That one gets intercepted by Powers. Powers ball fakes. Puts it up with the left. Layup's good. Weisgerber doesn't like what he sees. He's going to call a timeout. The score right now is going to be 45-19 with about 5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Don't go anywhere here on Marshall Community Media. We'll be right back.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, Road to Responsibility,
and Biviano General Contracting.
And welcome back here on Marshall Community Media as the ref is being very impatient here with Marshall as she's put the ball down and started the inbound clock. Not really sure what was going on there as they've had plenty of delay games here themselves. As pass goes into Aruda. Aruda gets the layup. Nice little spark of momentum here from Marshfield. It's about 5 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Now Power's going to walk this one up the floor. It's it over to Geary. Geary with McDougal on her. Passes over to Zoo. Zoo over to Powers. Powers going to get a screen there from Colbert. Going to not use it. Now ball goes inside to Colbert. Aruda on her. Aruda walls up. She's going to force a travel there on Colbert. Colbert just lost control of her pivot foot. And we have a new face into the game here for North Quincy. It's going to be number 15, Riley Green, into the game for the first time tonight. Stevens passes this over to her freshman friend, Aruda. Now McDougal's trying to go. McDougal puts up the three. Banks that one home. Made McDougal from downtown. It's the lead down to 21 now. Now here goes Powers trying to put a stop to Marshfield's run. Now she's going to bring this one back out. Daly on her. Now passes this one over to Colbert. Colbert gets it back to Powers. Now Geary cuts, going to meet a brick wall inside the paint. Back over to Powers. Powers kicks this one out to Green. Back out top to Zoo. Zoo inside to Colbert. Now back inside to Geary. Good defense here from Marshfield. That's going to be an air ball, so shot clock won't reset. Ball's flying around. They're going to say that one's last touch there by Colbert. It's going to be a turnover. Marshfield's going to take over. Now checking into the game is going to be number 14, Iris Joka, coming back into the game. First time since the first half. Now here comes Stevens up the floor. So now we're seeing Stevens and Elwood on the floor at the same time. They're usually both playing point guard. Now Elwood's playing the two, it looks like. Stevens thought about the three, now passes that inside to McDougal. McDougal gives this one to Aruda. Inside to Daly. Daly's going to drop step, put up the shot. Shot's no good. Good rebound by McDougal. McDougal puts up the layup. Layup's no good. Now here comes Powers dribbling this one up the floor. Powers gonna have Daly on her. Daly's gonna leave her a little bit of space. Hand off to Joka. Hand off to Zoo. North Quincy running their little handoff set again. Powers gonna get the screen there from Colbert. Just puts up the shot. That one's a little to the left. Rush gonna call an over the back there on Elwood. Green sold that one pretty well because that just looked like a simple box out. Now North Quincy's gonna take this one out of bounds. Green's gonna get that one into Colbert. Back outside to Powers. To Colbert. Elwood's gonna be all over that. Back out to Powers. Tried running the screen okay. Colbert's gonna go up with the left and get an and one. Good play there from Ayla Colbert. Now, getting ready to check in for North Quincy for the first time is number 12, Elizabeth Hames. Shots up for Colbert, shots good. Hames gonna check in the game, replacing, I don't know who she's replacing. All right, so now we know who's getting replaced. Coming out of the game is gonna be Colbert and Powers. Two of the more impactful players here tonight. So into the game for the first time. The shot's gonna go up there from Elwood, shot's no good. Into the game now is number 4, Ella Lynch, and number 12, Elizabeth Hames. Devon's gonna go into the paint and get fouled. So now Devon's gonna have 2 shots. Devon's gonna knock the first one down. As Wise is turning to the bench now, getting some more subs in. So into the game now, we have May Murphy, Lizzie Barrett, and Caroline Robbins. We have one more sub waiting to come in for the shooter, it looks like. As we have about 2.5 minutes to play here in the 4th quarter. Second shot for Devon is up and good. Now coming into the game for the first time tonight for Marshfield is going to be number 3. That is Ali Rosa, if anyone was wondering. Pass gonna go over to Green. Green's gonna pick up her dribble. Ref's gonna call a travel here on that one. Now Weisgerber is gonna call a timeout here on the floor with about 2 minutes to play in the 4th quarter. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back for the rest of the 4th quarter here on Marshall Community Media.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, Road to Responsibility,
and Biviano General Contracting.
Welcome back to Marshfield High School. We've got about 2 minutes to go here in this girls varsity matchup versus North Quincy, with the score being 48-26 in favor of the North Quincy Raiders. Ball's going to get swung around. Molly Stevens shoots this one from downtown. That one's going to be off, but Barrett's going to collect the offensive rebound. Back out to Murphy, inside to Stevens. Stevens out to Robbins. Robbins is going to lose that one. Zoo's going to come up with it. Zoo's going to retreat now. Who's going to dribble around? She's dancing. Gets this one over to Lynch. Lynch in the corner for 3. That's going to be an air ball. Robbins gets the rebound. Passes it up the floor. Try to get to Murphy, but Rose is going to collect it instead. Rose is going to the rim. Rose is going to get fouled. Now, Allie Rose is going to go to the line for 2 shots.
Foul goes against North Quincy Sports. At the line for the round, number 3, Allie Rose shooting.
First shot for Rose is going to go up. That one's no good. Second shot for Rose is up. That one's no good as well. Now here comes Lynch up the floor, pushing the tempo. Gets it over to Zoo. Zoo swings this one over to Hames. Back over to Zoo. Zoo swings this one over to Green. Green hands off to Zoo. Zoo trying to get somebody open now finds Hames. Hames goes to the rim, throws that off the side of the backboard. Molly Stevens going to push the tempo up the floor. Now Molly Stevens is going to draw the foul there on Zoo. Molly Stevens is going to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. As that's 5th foul of the quarter for North Quincy. They'll be in the bonus. First shot for Stevens is up and good. Second shot for Stevens up and no good, but Barrett's going to get the rebound. Pass to Rosa. Rosa for 3. That one's just going to rim out. Rebound there by Joka, and now Joka's going to get fouled and head to the line. Her teammates are excited for her.
Fouls on Marshfield, team defense, half time for North Quincy.
First shot for Joka is up, and that one falls in. Her teammates are excited for her. Second foul, Joka's up, and that one's short. Stevens gets the rebound. Now Stevens going to push the tempo up the floor. Swings it over to Murphy. Murphy fires the 3. That one's going to be a little long. Now here goes Zoo up the floor. She's got a 2-on-1. Passes this one up to Joka. Joka puts up the layup. Layup's going to be no good. Stevens going to get the rebound. Stevens going to push the pace. Up to Robbins. That one's just a little out of Robbins' reach. That one's going to fly out of bounds. North Quincy's going to take possession back. Now here comes Zoo up the floor. Probably got 1 possession left in this game as we're just under 40 seconds. Shot clock still on. Pass goes inside. That one's taken away by Rosa. Rosa trying to go up the sideline. Gets that one knocked out of bounds by Zoo. He's going to stay here at Marshfield with about 30 seconds on the clock. Murphy's going to take this one out of bounds. Rosgerber's telling him to still go. North Quincy comes out in the 2-3. Rosa's going to get a wide open 3 in the corner. Misses that one. Robbins gets the rebound. Robbins puts up the shot. Robbins scores! Caroline Robbins gets her first varsity bucket at home. And ref's going to call a travel there on Lynch, so Marshall's going to get it back underneath with 17 seconds to play. Murphy's going to take this one out of bounds. Marshall's going to come out in a box set, it looks like. Trying to get Rosa open. Rosa fakes. Rosa goes baseline. Rosa jumps this one inside to Stevens. Stevens gets the layup. Molly Stevens gets that one in with a little over 10 seconds to play. North Quincy's still going to go. Passing it around over to Green, over to Zoo. Zoo travels. Ref doesn't even call it. Shot goes up at the buzzer. Shot's no good. So your final score after 4 quarters of play is going to be 49-31, the North Quincy Raiders. I want to thank you all for listening tonight. I'm Tyler Pinero, here on the mic and on the camera. We got Sean Leary back in the studio. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back next week with more basketball action. Thank you and have a good night.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions. Repel Pest Solutions is a full-service pest control company protecting residential and commercial properties from nuisance pests that carry germs and diseases. They are a small, family-run business from Marshfield, licensed, insured, competitively priced. We work to understand your needs and offer an integrated pest solution that's environmentally friendly. Don't be afraid to bug us. Moi Health and Wellness. Moi Health and Wellness is owned and operated by nurse practitioner Christine Murphy. We are an integrative wellness center offering medical weight loss, men's testosterone therapy, functional medicine consults and labs, vitamin therapy, Advadex laser skin resurfacing, Botox and dye sport, teeth whitening, and so much more. Moi Health and Wellness has 3 locations in Lakeville, Marshfield, and Plymouth. Road to Responsibility. Founded in 1988, Road to Responsibility's mission is to provide the means, the opportunity, and the support necessary to allow citizens with disabilities to take their place as productive members of the community. We are committed to providing all individuals with opportunities to truly live in the community. Through our services, we are proud to enrich and improve the lives of every individual, one person at a time.
And Biviano General Contracting. Biviano General Contracting is Marshfield's leading custom modular house builder. Modular house building saves time and money. Only 8 to 12 weeks for the entire build and saves up to 25% compared to traditional building. We also offer custom deck building, kitchen and bathroom remodels, additions, and house elevations. More information can be found at bivianocontracting.com.